Good morning, Orchard STEM School. This is Mr. Hoydick, the art teacher. Today we are going to work on our three-dimensional room inspired by Van Gogh's bedroom at Arles. I have my drawing from last time that I added my details and refined. I worked a little bit on the wall here. Some areas that I didn't like, I erased and resketched. I had to move things out from the back wall. And what I want to do today is assign colors and start coloring in parts of my picture. Now I have printed up a little image of the room that I'm doing. And what I want to do is look at the dark sections first. So if there's a dark section, I want to color it in black. And then after that, I think I'd like to move to green. And then after that, I'd like to move to brown. And that way, I'll do one color at a time and find those areas and then color them in. So I'm going to start over and I think I'd like to start at the coffee table. That's one of the first things I see that is black. And so I'll take my black colored pencil and I'll just go ahead and I want to trace around the centerpiece, the decoration that's on the table. And I'm holding the paper on the edge when I color next to it so that it doesn't rip or fold up or mess with me. And here's just a side of the leg. We barely see this part. And you know what? I'm going to lightly trace on the edge. And then I can go in and finish shading it in. Next, I want to work on, let's see, I can do the subwoofer over on the side of the TV. The TV stand, and I'll do the TV stand. Now if I'd like, I can color over it, but look, when I color over it, things disappear. So I have to go back and I have to trace them in so that they show again. And that includes the edges here and the edge up here. Now I don't want to color over the windows that are in the door. So I'll color around and color the door, and I'll leave the handle alone. And I'll trace the handle, and I'll trace the window, and I'll trace the door where they come together as well. And I'll do the same on this side, on the right side. And the handle, and then I will shade in. Now if I shade over something, and I'm really going to be looking at your artworks for this, I need to go back and trace over it. Make sure it shows up. And there's the little handles. Side of the TV stand. And I'll do the TV too. And the TV, the edge is a little bit darker. And so I'll trace in the outside edge of the TV. And I'll trace along the bottom too. Then the screen itself, I'm going to leave it like this for now. All right, what else do I see in my drawing that's black? Well, the side table. And so I'll shade that in. And the clock is black too, so I'll just color it in. And then I take the point of my color pencil and I kind of trace around. And I'll trace the edge. And I'll trace the leg. And I'll trace around the clock too. And I'm going to add a color to the clock in a minute, just so it kind of shows up a little bit different. Now I'm going to look at my photo and see, what else do I have on here that's black? A little bit in the fireplace. And so I'll shade in the fireplace. That's pretty good. All right. Next step. How about green? I have a darker green here. And what I'm going to do is the back wall. I think I'll blend this because it's not quite this green, this bright. It's a little darker than that. And when I color in the wall, I need to have all my lines going in the same direction. Nice and smooth. Trace around these decorations. And I might need to trace it with the green. I'm going to leave a little space. I'm not going to color all the way up to the ceiling yet. Let's see, get this line above the TV. Oh, you know what? This shelf is black. And so the shelf that has decorations on it, I'll trace around that. And I'll color it in black. And so I'll color top, and I'll kind of trace around it. All right, I'm going to trace the top of my wall where it meets the ceiling. And I'll do the wall over here. And I'll do it all the way down to the floor. And let's see, on the left side I have my lines going vertically, so I'll do that on the right too. It'll help it match. Color all the way to there. Now I'm going to look at that wall and see parts of it. If I can see the white of the paper, I need to go over again. So we'll go horizontal now. And that just fills in all the spaces. Sometimes kids go in a circle. You can do that. But if I see your pencil lines or I see the white of the paper, I'd go over it again, make it nicer. Now's a good time to take that black colored pencil and outline these things on the wall. And around here, because I color it and then I fix it. I color it and then I fix it. go. Now, what else is green? Well, I know this curtain here is. And so I'll just find the edges and color in. And the couch is also green, so move it out a little bit. And I'm going to get the edge first. That's a good start. But if I see the white of the paper, I'm not done. And I'll get these cushions down here. And I already know I'm going to need to clean them up. And I'm holding the bottom of the paper. Sometimes I just make a nice line on the bottom, and I can go from there. And the arm of the couch. All right, and I've lost. My apologies, it moved. Let's put it up here. Perfect. And so I'll use the black colored pencil. And I'll trace around the pillow. I'll trace around the back of the couch, the arm of the couch. And the cushions. And there we go. Down here too. All right. Now I did mention that I wanted to blend a little bit. What I think I'll do is get a little bit of brown. And I'm going to blend a little bit of brown into the wall. Maybe a little brown into the couch too. On the edges especially. Maybe just a little bit here and there in the curtain. Nice. Next step. I see a tan pillow and the lampshades are a little bit tan. So, yellow. And yellow. And yellow. Now I'm going to take that brown and I'm going to blend the brown. And on the lampshade and on the edges of the lampshade, I'm actually going to press a little bit harder. And the edges of the lampshade, I'll press a little bit harder. There we go. Now the top of the lampshade, I actually want to hit it with white. Make it a little bit lighter. There we go. The two walls are an off-white. So, yellow. I'll move it out again. The ceiling, I'm going to leave white. Most ceilings are white. Now over here on the right side, I better take and define these things a little bit better. At least the outside of them. The fireplace I'm going to leave white. A picture here, a person on it, and there's a picture here, and a person on it, and there's a frame, and there's a frame, and there's a picture here. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. There's a shelf here, and a shelf here, and there's a shelf up here. There we go. And finally, there's a picture down here with a frame, and there's a person. I think there's a little square sayings. Could say live, laugh, love, or something like that. So there's a yellow for the wall. It's kind of an off-white, but I can start with a yellow. There we go, and I'm going to add some white to the walls. And I'm blending the colored pencil with the yellow. The white is being blended with the yellow that's there. It'll give me an off-white. All right. Now for the couch, or I'm sorry, for the chair. There's a chair over on this side, and I have brown. If I want to go ahead and color over the whole thing, I can. I like coloring in the direction of the shape. And I'll do the arm of the chair. The other arm of the chair. And there we go. And to that, I'm going to add some red, because it's sort of a reddish brown. And I'll do that on the edges especially. Got a little bit of color out. And let's see, can I erase it? Pretty good. It's a little smudgy. That's all right. And the couch too. And I always hit it next to the arm a little bit, or the edge a little bit darker. And you know what? I want to outline this a little bit, especially because of where I made my mistake earlier. And I'll get the edges of the couch. I'm sorry, chair, I keep calling it a couch. All right. Let's see. A little bit of this lamp has to disappear. And I see some details on the lamp I didn't realize there was. And so, very lightly with the brown, I'm just making some curved lines on the lamp. I'm adding some brown to the black clock to give it a little bit of detail, make it stand out. Well, look at my picture and see the thing left is going to be the carpet. Now there's some other little details here and there, but I want to take care of the carpet now. I have that brown. I'm holding my pencil on the edge. And I want the carpet to look really smooth. Like I shouldn't see lines in the carpet. There, once you have the brown down, you take a yellow. I'm actually going to color in a circle. I'd say for the most part I'm done. I can see I have some details here and there. I think I'm going to trace the wall here, trace the wall there, right there. Trace around some of my details. And the ceiling on the top. All right. I have some more details I think I want to do over on the side. I know that I want to color this wreath thing in, but I want it to be a different green than the walls, the wall and the couch. Oh, and you know what else? Inside the wreath gets the wall color. Add some white inside, add some white on the wreath. And I have a lighter green. I'm going to hit this with the lighter green here and there. All right. There you have how to color in your three-dimensional room. You know what I didn't add? You can see that now. A little bit more brown on the chair here. It's a little too red. I'll add some more red to this one too. All right, there you go. Hey, I can't wait to see your artwork. Try your best. Have a great day.